Hey, I'm Glenn. In today's build, we're going to take scrap 2x4 to build something cool but simple, an iPad mount. Being that the wood was scrap, I removed any unwanted edges from the wood. I then took off an 1/8 inch from all sides to remove any dings and dents from the wood. Using a table saw, I set the blade angle at 15 degrees. I cut the two outer edge to the slot first, then worked my way to the inside while moving the fence 1/8 of an inch after each cut. I inserted my iPad to make sure it fit before continuing. Keep in mind my iPad have a case on it, so if you're doing this project, your slot may be a bit smaller. With the blade still at 15 degrees, I brought the fence closer to the blade, then I ripped off the corners of the 2x4. Next, I set the blade to 25 degrees, removing the corners from only the front side of the iPad stand. Doing so gave it more of a round look on the face. I used the belt sander to smooth out the wood and remove any imperfection from the saw blade. Looks pretty darn good if you ask me. I used a sanding block to clean out the inner slot the best I could. This is one area I could not use the belt sander. I installed a few screws to hold the stand while it dried prior to putting the finished coat on it. You can finish the stand with any finish that excites you. For me, I'm using a gel stain because this is stuff that I had left over, and I like this stuff. It's awesome, it's easy to use, and it's non-dripping. Be sure to use gloves when handling this stuff because it's not easy to clean up without chemicals. I'm using the cloth method, which I apply with one piece of cloth and then I remove the stain with another piece of cloth. After letting it sit for 24 hours, I applied one layer of clear coat on it to wrap this one up.